Yeah, and so that's going to be 1, 1, 1. So it's like times by 1 on the top, times by 1 on the bottom, which just keeps it the same. And so what are we left with?
2.
No,
But so what are we doing now? So that's
let's say, so those three cancel each other out. What's left?
2n.
So that would be n plus n. This is n times n.
Oh. N what? 1n?
n
Or,
n times n.
not, it's not 2n.
No,
No, I don't.
n squared.
No.
So if it's n plus n, the 2 is at the front. If it's n times n, the 2 is on the right.
Oh, okay.
What is the quick way of going from having 5 and 3 to just 2?
Put a minus there.
That's it. And so that's how you do it. So if you're multiplying them, you add them. If you're dividing them, you subtract them.
Okay.
So what would this one be down here?
Um, um, not, it's not n squared.
So it's n to the 7 take 2.
Ah, okay. So that'd be n to the power of 5.
Yeah.
Well,
So the one up here was n to the 5 plus 3. This one is n to the 7 minus 2. And yeah, it's basically, so with this example, you've got 3 n's on the bottom, so you're just taking away 3 from the top. So it's always just going to be the first one take away the second one.
okay.
When you're multiplying, you just add them up, so it's always going to be the first one plus the second. Any questions there?
Not really.
So what would be this bottom one?
A7.
So that's a to the 7. What would be what would this one be?
I can't really see them. Is that T8 and T3?
Yeah.
No, I don't know that one. Would it be?
It's the same as divided by.
Okay. T5.
Yeah. So over divided by, same thing. This one?
Would that be W3?
Yes, got it. So now let's go back. How about this one? Part A.
Would that just be N4 or N3?
Which one? What is it?
Is it N3?
If you have n by itself, what is that to the power of?
1.
Yeah.
So that would make it N4.
That would be if it's times. This is divide.
Oh yes, that would be N2.
Well done. That's it. Yeah. What would be this one? Part B up the top.
Would that be P6?
Yeah. Well done. So you multiply them for that. And it looks like you're fine for the rest of those. Very tricky one. What would be... Hang on. What's part A for this?
P5.
Okay. That would be if it was times by each other. So that's P to the 5. If it's plus each other?
Oh, 5P.
Yeah. And so 5P is just short for 5 times P. P to the 5 is just short for P times itself 5 times.
Okay.
So if you've got plus in the middle, if you've got plus between them, it changes the number to the left. If you've got times in the middle, it changes the number to the right. How about part B?
Xt plus xt plus xt. 6x. Actually, no. Would that be x6 or?
That would be if it was times between them.
That's 6x.
Well, there aren't 6x squareds.
Oh, 3x. Oh.
So x plus x plus x is 3x. X squared plus x squared plus x squared.
8x. So what?
It's missing something. It's almost there.
8x squared.
Where are you getting 8?
Oh, I don't know.
3x squared.
Oh,
Yeah. So if it was x squared.
9x squared.
No.
Is that the answer? 3x squared.
Yeah, that's the answer. So if you had x squared times x squared times x squared, multiplying changes the number to the right. So that would be x to the 6. Adding or subtracting changes the number to the left. And so it's like 1x squared plus 1x squared plus 1x squared, in total 3x squared. And the number to the right doesn't change because nothing was multiplied or divided.
Okay.
Let's see. What would this one be?
One EF.
Just one?
8. For the first bit, would it be 8EF or?
Yeah.
Would that make it 7EF?
Yeah, that's it. Well done. Because that's like 1 EF. Okay, how about C?
3x squared.
That's it. Let me just see something. Okay, let me go back. Okay, how would we do A?
Five and 2 or no? Would it be 7M? Or
You can't add those together. So what this means is 5 times both m and 2.
Alright, so
So that's just short for 5 times m and 2. Both m and 2. Not just one of them.
be 10m
Yeah. Plus?
plus 2.
Uh, how did you get 10m?
5 times 2 is 10.
Okay, so it's going to be 10. And 5 times m?
5m.
Yeah, and so it's 5m plus 10. So
Okay.
it's basically 5 times both m and 2.
Alright.
That's what that's about.
Mm.
And you know how 3x is short for 3 times x?
Mm-hmm.
It's just they take out the times because it'd be confusing with 2 x's. Well, 5 bracket m plus 2 is just short for 5 times m plus 2.
Alright.
So it just means multiply. That's all it is. It's like 5 times both of them. Okay. Go back a second. And any idea how you do part? Any idea how you do part C? What does that mean, factorize?
That wouldn't be 15x. I don't know.
It means that it was in a bracket, and you have to say like what bracket was expanded to make that. So what times what made 5x and what times what made 10? Any idea how you figure that out now?
Five. I don't know. That wouldn't be x. Would it be like? So what are we trying to do? Are we trying to see what two numbers made 5x plus 10?
Yeah.
Right. So would one of them be 5 and one 2.5 or?
Okay, any idea how you find the area for this rectangle? And you've gotten a weird x thing.
So what are we trying to do here? Find the area or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so basically, how do you find the area of a rectangle?
I forgot that part. Do you add it all up or?
So that's perimeter. For area, it is base times height. So this one is like 6 times x plus 2, and the short way of writing that is just 6x plus 2, like that.
Okay. Nah. 6 plus 2x or?
So it's 6 times x and 6 times 2.
Yeah.
So what would that be? So 6 times x?
6 times x, that'd be 6x.
And 6 times 2?
12.
Yeah. And so that's how you do these. It's basically outside times first, outside times second. And it's because you see this thing at the top, x plus 2. So you could say this part is x long and this part is 2 long. And so you would find the area for the first bit, which is base times height 6 times x. That bit is 6x. The second bit, sorry, this is stupid. I don't know how to stop that. Okay, hopefully it's done. 6, and then the second rectangle is 6 and 2, so it's 6 by 2, so that's 12. And so in total it's 6x and 12, 6x plus 12. And basically it's just outside times first, outside times second. And that's how you find the area for these. So let's say this one. How would you do it?
Sorry, I'm really tired today.
So outside times the first, outside times the second.
What is it? 3D for the first one.
Yeah.
And for the second bit, that would be 12.
Yes. Okay. How about the next one?
5Q. When 1.
You're multiplying them?
9. Master type. That's addition. Multiplying 20.
Yeah. And so 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times minus 4?
That's a minus 4. Minus 20.
Minus 20. Okay, question 3.
Okay. 16t plus 12.
Well done. And the last
one. 12k. And then
Molly, what did you have to shower now? We're
6.
finishing with Dara.
Yeah. And was that plus 6 or minus 6?
So minus.
Well done. Yeah. Okay, any questions there?
Nah.
Okay, and so this comes from a rectangle base times height, and it's literally just the outside times the first one, and then the outside times the second one, and that gives you the total. This one, so the area for this rectangle, base times height, will be x times x plus 4. So that can be written the short way, x bracket x plus 4. What would that be?
That'd be. Would the first one be 2x or?
That's x plus x. This is x times x.
So that'd be times x. So that'd be 1x then or.
No.
So.
What is x times x?
X squared.
Yes, well done. So adding or subtracting changes the number to the left, multiplying, dividing, change the number to the right. Okay.
Right. Would that be 4x then? Or?
Correct, that's it. X squared plus 4x. Any questions there?
Nah.
So let's try these two. Oh, the first one's exactly the same. How about the second one?
So the first bit would be x squared, and after that would be 6x.
And is that plus or minus?
Minus.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so this one. So this is the area would be 3a times that line, a plus 4, both of them. And a short way of writing that is 3a, a plus 4. What is that?
The first bit would be 3a squared,
Yeah,
and after that it would be 3a. Actually, no. Would that be 7a or
you're thinking about adding. This is multiplying.
12a
Yeah, and what goes between them?
plus?
Well done. And that's where I'm going to leave that, or will I? Yes, I will. And okay, so you have to try to figure out what were they both multiplied by, and then what were they both beforehand. So without any help, any idea how to do the first one?
Would the first bit be 2,
Yeah,
then have... Would the last bit have 5 in it, or
yeah,
remember the middle bit that would have 2 again?
right. And so 2 times 2 is 4. We need 4x.
2x,
And last one?
5y.
Well done. How about part B?
Last bit would be x, no.
Yeah, they both have x in common.
Then would it be? Wouldn't be. Would it be x squared?
Well, x times
2x.
what?
Would it be 2x?
Well, that would give you 2x squared. So x times what gives x squared?
2. No, 1.
No.
No. It's not 2. I don't know that bit.
X.
Oh yeah, because if it ain't got a number and it's got a 1 in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It would have to be times the letter. Okay, so what's going in my bracket?
Extra power of 1.
Yeah, or just x?
Yeah. And then for the last bit would it have 3.5x or?
You're not multiplying by 2, you're multiplying by x. So x times what makes 7x? Sorry?
Would it be not 3 squared?
What is 7x short for?
Would it x times x times x times x or?
No, that would be x to the power of 7.
Oh.
7x is just short for 7 times x.
Yeah.
And so x times what gives you 7x?
x times 1. No, not 1.
Or 7x divided by x.
So I'm a bit confused here. So 7x.
It's literally
7, yeah.
it's literally you took an x out. So take an x out from each of the two things. So you took one x out from that. Now take an x out from that.
Oh, 6.
Uh,
No.
so that would be minusing. We're dividing. No, it's literally just 7.
Oh,
So 7x means 7 times x. And so x times what is 7 times x? It's x times 7. 7 times x times 7.
X times 6. And it's
Right, leave it alone, you concentrate, please.
right. So that'd be would be no. So I'm lost there. 3x plus
So what could they both have been multiplied by?
2.
The first one can't be multiplied by 2. Couldn't have been. What times table are they both in?
The 3 times table.
Yeah, so it was multiplied by 3. And then you just divide them both by 3.
Okay. So I know the last one would be 3.
3 times what makes 6?
Oh, 3 twos.
Yeah. And how about the first one?
And can it be 1.5 or?
So you're thinking of times by 2. We're multiplying by. It was multiplied by 3.
Oh, 1.
So that would give you 3. We need 3x.
Oh, 1x. So
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's that one. Any questions there?
No. So would the first bit be 5?
Yeah.
And then would it be I know the last bit that would be the last bit would be 3.
Yeah.
The middle bit would that be 1 or not 1?
No, not 1. 5 times 1 is 5. We need 5y.
So 1y.
Yeah. What's the sign in the middle?
Pardon?
What's the sign in the middle?
Minus? No, not.
Yeah, minus, because it was minus 15. 5 times minus 3 gives minus 15. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Okay, what would these be?
Would the first one be 5r?
Yeah.
14 2. And 2ab.
Okay. So
3
that's okay. You'll be fine there. Seeing. they all seem to be that. See the
So for the first one, would it be? And the first bit wouldn't be x, would it?
so x times x squared.
X times x squared. 2x.
You're multiplying a letter by a letter.
Oh, 3x to the power of 3.
Yeah. So 3.
X times 2. That would be 2x.
Yeah. Okay, how about C?
So the first bit would be it's not, it wouldn't be I don't know. So I'd start off that bit.
So the way you figure out what they were both multiplied by is by looking at what they both have in common.
They both have 1x.
And so what were they both multiplied by?
X.
Yeah, and so that's...
The first bit would be 3x, or x to the power of 3. Would it?
No, that would be dividing. So it's like x times what gives you x squared?
X to the power of not 1.
Why not 1?
Oh, would it? Is it 1?
Yeah. X times x squared.
Oh yeah, it's minus.
And again, you're literally just dividing both of them by x. You're taking an x out.
And the second bit would be x times would that be 7x or
you're just taking an x out, so
5x.
like you're dividing it by x, so you're unmultiplying it by x. So x times what gives you 6x?
X times 6.
Yeah. And will this be plus or minus in the middle?
Minus, I'd like.
Yeah, minus. X times minus 6 is minus 6x. Okay, any questions there?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so would you start off with x, wouldn't you?
They don't both have x in common, so they couldn't both have been multiplied by x.
They both have 2 in common, so would it be a 2 or?
Yeah, that'll work, a 2, okay.
Okay, and then it would be, so because it's a plus, would it be 28, so it wouldn't be 16x, would it?
So you're working in reverse,
and
so you're dividing both of them by 2. You're unmultiplying.
Wait, so what am I doing again? I was doing it in reverse, so
So you are factorizing is multiplying in reverse. So you divide them both by 2.
Oh, so that'd be 4 for the first one.
4.
The last bit it would be 3 with a plus in the middle.
Something's missing.
Is that correct? Or
This is 8x. You said it's 4.
oh, 4x. So,
Yeah, that's it. Okay, part B.
we both have y in common, so would y be, or
Yeah.
okay. So the first bit would be I don't know how to do the first bit, but would the second bit be 4y?
Why would it be 4y?
No, so I got mixed up there. So when it's a minus, is it really? It's not dividing it. It's.
So factorizing is always dividing.
Oh yeah.
So it's like y times what makes 2y.
I get it now. So. Y times. So I've lost myself at 2y. So would it be 1y?
No. Oh, for the first bit, yeah. So y times y makes y squared. And the second bit?
For the second bit, wouldn't be 1y, it'd be so dividing 2y, that'd be, it wouldn't be 1y, would it? Again, or
y times y is y squared. We need 2y. Y times what makes 2y?
would it be y to the power of 1, or no?
So that would make y squared. We need 2y. So y times what is 2y?
Sweetheart?
Y times y is 2.
So 2y means 2 times y?
Yeah.
And so y times what equals 2 times y?
Y times 1.
No. 3 times 4 equals what times 3?
12. 12 times 3.
4 times 3? 3 times 4 and 4 times 3, same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
So y times what equals 2 times y?
Y times what equals 2 times y?
Nope. 2. Y times 2. 2 times y. Same thing.
Okay.
And so so 2 was multiplied by y to give 2y. And what is the sign in the middle?
Minus.
Okay. Any questions there?
Not really. No.
Okay, so this is just tricky stuff. Well, you're doing well anyway.
I think I probably need another session on this.
Yeah, and I think we'll start with simplifying and work up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're making good progress. How did you find that one, Dylan?
A bit hard when asked times, but I'm
Yeah.
getting there.
And so you're in year 10, is it?
Yeah.
And okay, we'll work it out.
Do
Yeah.
you want me to get my mum a minute or?
No, unless she has something to ask, I'll just call again at the same time next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for me in general?
Nah, not really.
Okay. Well done, Dylan. You're doing great. I look forward to chatting again next week.